Well, there was a very different reaction to all this from the families of the men in the other car, the SUV that crashed head-on into Diane Schuler's minivan. 3 men were killed, as we said, including a father and son. Their relatives today paying a visit to the Westchester County District Attorney about possible criminal charges. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis with that part of our coverage. He's in White Plains. Marcus?
And Bill, it is now painfully obvious that this was not so much an accident, but a criminal act. The thing is that the person who committed the crime also died in the accident. So what relatives of the Bastardi and Longo families want to know is if anyone else can be held criminally responsible. The meeting lasted about an hour, and afterwards lawyers for the Yonkers victims were blunt about whether they believe anyone should be charged in the crash that killed 8 people, including Guy and Michael Bastardi and family friend Daniel Longo.
In my opinion, that there's a strong fragrance of criminality.
The meeting came one day after a bombshell toxicology report showed Diane Schuler was drunk and high when she drove nearly 2 miles in the wrong direction on the Taconic Parkway. Schuler's blood alcohol content was more than double the legal limit. She had the equivalent of 10 shots of vodka in her system and even more undigested alcohol in her stomach. Tests indicate she also smoked marijuana in the hour before the crash.
It's hard for me to believe that the family did not know that this woman had an alcohol problem or a drug problem.
In a statement, the Westchester DA said relatives were apprised of their rights as crime victims and the status of the criminal investigation into the July 26th vehicular homicide. State police will now look to re-interview Schuler's husband and brother, as well as a number of new witnesses who have come forward since yesterday, saying they too saw Schuler driving erratically and aggressively. Still, police say it is unlikely criminal charges will be filed. A former senior prosecutor in the Manhattan DA's office explains why.
Just knowing someone had a drug abuse problem or an alcohol problem and letting them get in the car with children clearly would not be enough.
And so the criminal investigation remains open. However, experts say the victims' families' recourse may lie in the civil courts, and lawyers say a civil lawsuit is a most definite possibility. And we're live in White Plains. Marcus Solis, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.